Today, 343 released their final community update for 2019, and there's some good news for the future of this game as fixes and continued support will be happening. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and today we got the final Halo Waypoint community update for 2019, and there's quite a few interesting things to talk about. Now, when I'm doing these videos, I normally put the most important bits and pieces up front, but if you would like to take a look at the full article, I will have a link down in the description box below. First off, we've got some double XP news as both Halo 5 and Halo MCC will have double XP from December 19th all the way until January 6th. Now, this is amazing news because after last week's double XP weekend, everyone has been clamoring and wondering when or if there would be more of these or how often they would be happening. And now we have double XP for both Halo 5 and MCC for about 2.5 weeks. Side note, and I find this extremely funny, after tons of boosters got banned and wiped from the game, they do this extra long double XP event. Now, is there going to be probably another run of boosters that make their way into the game? Yeah, probably. And we'll see them probably get Thanos snapped real quick. We also got the return of the ugly sweater nameplate for the holiday season. And to unlock this, you must complete one of two different objectives before the date of January 6th, 2020. 1. Complete without quitting 10 matchmaking, multiplayer and/or firefight matches on snowy maps. Or 2. Beat the par score on any 2 snowy campaign missions. Do either of those 2 objectives before the due date, and sometime early next year, you will receive the ugly sweater nameplate. Now it's time to talk about the stuff that you came here for, because over the past 2 weeks, 343 has been taking note of feedback that they've been receiving about Reach, and amazingly, they have talked about it here, listing a number of issues that they will be working on and patching in the near future. Now, here's the full list, but I'm just going to name off a few that I mentioned in my first impressions video that they are taking care of. But if you want to take a look at this full list and read every little detail, I will again have the link to the Waypoint article down in the description box below. First off, we have the most well-known and annoying issue, the audio. 343 has known about this issue since the day after launch and has addressed it in many different interviews, but it seems to be their top priority as it looks to be harder to fix than we all thought. Now, this could have to do with the fact that Bungie did not do an amazing job keeping their code clean or even organized when making the original Halo games. So that could be a possibility as of why it's taking so long to fix this problem. The next issue that I brought up that they are covering is the issue of the hardbound binding of the text and voice chat. Now, this is a work in progress as they are trying to support both the rebinding of text chat and push to talk. Now, this is great, but is this also going to be rebindable for controller users on PC? Back in Halo 3 and on many other Halo titles on the 360, up on the D-pad was the default push-to-talk button. It'd be nice to see this return for all the controller players who still don't want to make the transition to keyboard and mouse, and it would probably be pretty simple since it's in the original code. Now, this is an issue that a number of players brought up during Reach's launch, but while you are moving at full speed, you are not able to crouch. Now, look very closely at what I just said. Full speed. To be able to crouch while moving, you must drop your speed to about 50 to 25% to crouch while moving. This is how it was in the original Reach. The problem is on keyboard and mouse is that there's no way to slow down your movement. It's all or nothing, but this is what 343 had to say. We are currently testing out a solution for this and will release it once we have sorted out any bugs and design issues. For now, this mechanic remains consistent with the original Xbox 360 version. Now, in my opinion, the best solution would be to add a walk keybind to drop your movement speed down to the minimum for crouching. This would allow players to crouch while moving and even add a good speed change when peeking out for sniper shots and strafing. This could also be an awesome tool for machinima creation when theater mode comes out to PC. I mean, how many times have you seen a machinima where the movement speed was inconsistent? Also, with mouse support, we could get much more smoother head motions when talking or looking around environments. You know what? This is actually a good time for question of the day. So question of the day, back when the art of machinima was in its prime, what was your favorite one-off or series? I personally loved RB and the Chief, and I would say my favorite one-off is Captain Price Plays Halo 3. If you've never seen that one, here is a short clip.
Let's get him.
Patience, don't do anything stupid.
Come on, man, let's go get him.
Patrol 30 meters to our front. Automatic rifles, frag grenades. One German Shepherd.
What? German Shepherd?
These dogs are like pussycats compared to the ones in Pripyat.
Maybe we should...
2 of them will stop for a smoke.
No, I don't think so.
You take the handler and his dog on the left.
What dog? There is no dog!
There used to be a ton of amazing machinima creators, and if you would like to check out the rest of that little one-off, I will have it as a card in the top right corner right about now. Now, before we move on, I want to bring up one more issue that they're addressing that I actually didn't bring up in my original video, and that is the view models. Now, you know how whenever you adjust your FOV in a game, this usually adjusts the size of the gun, the model of the gun, or you would have to do it through a console command. Well, Reach currently doesn't have this option, and a lot of the models, especially the sniper rifle and the rocket launcher, are pretty big and bulky on different FOVs, and having this feature I think will make the game a lot more enjoyable and a lot more visually pleasant. Now, this is great, and there are more things here that they are fixing, like some micro stutters, and a small percentage of players are still having input problems. But I feel there are still 2 major issues that need to be addressed and taken care of. 1, we still need a frame limiter option in the game. It is great playing Halo in 144 Hz, or in my case, 400 Hz, as when I uncap my frame rate in Reach, I hit up to 400 FPS in regular Slayer when I'm not recording. This causes my CPU, which is a i7-9700K, to use up to 63% of my CPU, as this game is more CPU focused than GPU focused. Now, as I've suggested in previous videos, we need the option of 60, 90, 120, and 144 frame rate caps. I know there are 240 Hz monitors out there, but at that point you might as well leave the frame rate fully unlocked. The second issue that still needs to be addressed is the relays. Now with this, there is a ton of people giving different advice. Some people say turn it on, some people say leave it off, some people don't know exactly what to do, and the problem is there is no perfect solution. If you turn it on, then your IP address is protected, but you might have a worse connection in matchmaking depending on where you're located. If you leave it off, you will have a better and faster time in matchmaking, but your IP address will be exposed, and if someone knows how to abuse and boot people from the game, then you will run into the risk of this happening to you. After this video, I highly recommend you go give Tommy Kost's newest video a watch. He shows you how this can happen and gives a recommendation on what you should do whenever it comes to the relay system. I will have it as a card in the top right corner right about now. Now that about does it for the final community update for the year. There's a little bit about them beginning the process of preparing Halo C for flighting, but there's not a whole lot there. We also get some really nice concept art pieces for Halo Infinite, but I think this is a good time to end off this video. But before I do, I want to say something to everyone before Christmas. Now, I know that there is a ton of XP to grind, and guys, you have plenty of time. Double XP is for 2.5 weeks, but please just listen to me, because this is a little bit of advice and something that really can help you if you're feeling stressed around this time of the year and you need a reliever. Turn off the internet. Turn off your phone, don't even look at it, and go spend time with your loved ones and your family. You never know who you might never see again after this year. You never know if this is the last Christmas you're gonna spend with someone, and I regret missing quality time with certain family members that I will never see again, and I am going to make up for that and go spend time with my family. Now, I'm going to probably miss maybe 1 or 2 streaming days, but those days are going to be big holidays where anyone should be spending time with their family and just doing good quality bonding time. I know that your family can drive you nuts. I know that your family can get on your nerves, but go and show them the love that they need, and I'm sure that they will give it back, because this time of year is meant to be for bonding and spending time together, and not about the internet and not about Halo. It's about family time, and you never know who you might never see again, or you never know who you won't have contact with anymore after this year. You never know. Now, this is usually the part of the video where I usually plug my social media and my live streaming and so on and so forth, but I'm not going to do that today, because what I'm going to say is don't worry about it. Go spend time with your family, go enjoy your holidays, and I will be here whenever you come back, because I think it's more important to spend time with your family than play Halo. I think it's more important than watching videos or live streams or whatever you're doing. Go spend quality time with your family, have a happy holidays, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, GamerJlee signing out.